What's up, ladies and gents? Sinister1, your host, and welcome back to another video for Cyberpunk 2077 on Very Hard. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the walkthrough so far.
Hey, something in Northside just erupted, and apparently it's got maelstromers hauling ass out of there. See what's going on exactly, and let me know.
Looks like we have a side mission with the Cyberpsycho. These are always fun. Now, these missions you cannot do stealth. And if you take a look at the weapons that we currently have, you'll see that we have our non-lethal mod in here, as well as a pacifier with our brand new weapon that we picked up in one of the previous side videos that I did. Which showcased how to get the Skippy weapon, which is just absolutely amazing. He's wanted in Night City, level 3. There he is. Now, you'll quickly notice that there is absolutely zero way to stealth these guys. They just... you can't do it. I mean, we could breach his protocol, but I don't think it would really do anything. ICE9. Unfortunately, we just don't have enough. We can get more RAM. It's possible, and we're going to do that here soon. But we're just going to go in here, and actually there's one thing I do want to make a mental note of. So the current health item we have equipped, you'll see right now, just gives us a little bit at a time, right? Well, you can actually go in and you can change that in your in here. You'll have usually two different kinds. So you've got this one, which is your max doc level 1. This gives you a 40% health increase. Then you have this one as well, which is your level 2, which gives you a 60. Now, remember that there's only 2, and we've got 38 of those, and there's 32 of these, which is the Bounce Back MK1. It only restores 15% health and then 3% per second. That's not too good. What you actually want is that one. It'll give you just 40% health instantly, which is going to be better when it comes to like going up against bosses and things like that. Now this guy you can't literally stealth whatsoever, so you just got to get in there and have some fun. Now notice that he's not onto us just yet. Now I know what you're thinking. You should be able to just sneak up on this guy, right? I mean, look at this. Doesn't look like it's too hard. But as you can see, it doesn't give you the option. So your best bet is just to get in there and start firing. So let's give this big bad boy a shot, and away we go. And he's done. Like I said, this weapon, if you haven't watched my video on Skippy, go check it out. It is probably the weapon I'm going to use for almost the rest of my game, to be honest. And you'll quickly note it doesn't kill, because I have the mod in there that makes it not kill. So if you're still wanting to go for that non-lethal playthrough, this is the best option that you have to do so. It says read the shard farewell found on the attacker. So let's do that. And you can always find that by the very bottom usually. There it is. Give you guys a chance to read that. You can pause. Read Regina's message regarding Cyberpunk. All right. Looks like he was a Valentino and not a Maelströmer. Now, notice how we actually saved him because we have that shard in. So it's very confusing, and there might be sometimes you think that it doesn't work, right? But he is alive. You can clearly see him still moving, so it does work. Even if you see blood, you know, spatting out from him and whatnot, it actually does work. Just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. See if there's anything else we can pick up here, anything worth of... anything at all. Now notice we haven't really done any missions yet as far as outside of just getting Johnny. That's purposely done because we want to try to do as many side missions as we can before we start the line of main quests. Now there's still a lot of places that we as a character really cannot go, you know, just due to the fact that we're still so very, very, very low level. But I'll show you. Love this weapon. And I didn't do that.
Autonomous shooting function. Please jump to confirm.
It's so good. Sometimes he'll just fire. If you aim, he'll just fire like randomly, so you got to be careful. I mean, this is an amazing gun. But I also have this one here, which is actually probably, I would say, even better than the other one as far as damage output. But the fact is that what I have just automatically goes for headshots, and that's why it's such a good weapon. And I'm rolling with two different smart weapons. I actually really like the smart weapons. Granted, you could say that that's a kind of an easy way to win, but when you're on very hard, you're going to want whatever you can get to make your experience to be a little bit better. And I'm really enjoying the weapons that I have right now. All right, so we did just before I came on here, I believe, there was a, well, it's a danger high, but it's not a danger too high, so that means we're going to go ahead and do it. It's a gig. So this one's called Lousy Keepers, and it's really close. So we need to get inside the Maelstrom warehouse. So let's go ahead and move over to here and do it. Oh, there's something here.
Well, well, well.
That's probably part of this one as well. I just didn't see him. All right, so here we are. This is the gig Lousy Keepers. Right now we're outside, so we don't have to worry too much about... We're going to go ahead and ping. Camera, we're going to do all these. 55, 1C, then 1C. So we can't do that one. So we could probably do BD 55. Yep, okay. There we go. That deactivates all cameras and gives us the opportunity to get inside. Oh, and of course a car hits me. You gotta love it. Now remember folks, this is on very hard. Now all we need to do in this situation here is actually, let's go ahead and ping. That way we know where all the enemies are. Perfect. Now there's going to be probably many different entrances that we can get into, so let's start from this one since it seems to be the safest one as of right now. Alright, so we're going to go into stealth mode. I will always try to, you know, pretty much every mission I can do stealthy I will, for the most part, but not every mission can be done stealthy. Now remember, these guys are way, way higher level than me, so you also need to be careful. But it doesn't mean you can't take them out. And again, in a later vid, we're going to get a bigger buffer. All you got to do is pretty much go to a Ripper dock. You have money. Spend that money. Get to your Ripper dock, and you can give yourself a bigger buffer, so you can get more of these data mines than just the ones that we're getting. So in order to get this bottom one, we need all 4. So we need 55 E9, 55 1C. So 55 E9. So nope. 55. Let's see. 55. Nope. 55 E9. 55 1C. Got it. I always try to pick up pretty much everything I can. You can always sell any of the items that you need to for any reason, so... Remember, there are enemies on top, so you still need to watch out. Notice how there's an enemy right there looking at us. He's not alerted to us yet, so I don't think he is. Alright, so this one we can actually do. So we can do 55 E9. No, we actually can't, so unfortunately. So we can do 1C 55, 1C 55. 1C 55. 1C 55, 1C 55. Alright. That works as well. Now notice how we cannot. We need a specific key to get into there, or we need something we just don't have, which is the Force Open, which is a level 10 Force Open. So you can definitely tell when we're doing something that's, like, say, outside of our level. So we're going to wait here just a second before we continue this, as the camera is back on, as you can see. Which means that let's go ahead and breach, because we want to deactivate the cameras again. Remember, they only last for a certain amount of time. So BD 1C BD BD, but you can't start out with BD, which tells me that unfortunately we would not be able to get to reduce the cost, but we can shut down all cameras. 1C BD BD. Alright, still able to do both. Don't take any chances, right? And of course, before the camera comes back on, we're going to go over here and we're going to grab this guy again. Now remember, if you do hide bodies in specific locations, that's what you're going to want to do. Like, say there is one over here, right? But you got to remember, you got to keep an eye out on a feeling for time, whether or not you're still in the correct time from those cameras that you have taken out. So let's make sure no one's looking. Some more data mined. We can't, well. 55, 55, E9. Let's see. Could do E9. Nope. 55, 55, E9. 55, 55. See, because we can't break it, so we're going to have to do probably BD 50, let's see, 55. Nope. Okay, I got it. That'll take me a moment there for a second. And we are in. Alright, so we see everything. Now we're just going to pretty much wait until this guy turns around. Once he turns around, I think we can grab him. The reason that I want to do this is because we want to take out these guys up on top first. There we go. That's what I figured was going to happen. Is there anything in there at all? No, that's probably still in this guy's eyesight, but we'll give it a shot.
It's not one bit.
$55 BD1C. Very well. Okay, so we've taken everybody out that we really needed to, I feel. Ooh, we got a little bit of a good gear here. Nice. Power revolver. Question is, where are we going to be able to drive this out of? I'm not seeing an actual location except for the one that's behind us. Alright, so we just gotta find the data bank, I'm guessing. There we go. Alright, so we did it. And if you want a few extra points, it's always good to pick up a body. Especially if you see one of these. Dump them inside. I think you can dump our 2 bodies, if I'm not mistaken. In those. 1 body in lockers. And let's leave the area. Now remember, cameras are on again, so you still need to be careful. So we'll stop right here before we exit. And we do need to watch out because there is a camera right above us. Now, if we had one more, we could literally turn it off with our technical ability. But we don't, so let's just go ahead and... We're just gonna... Let's see... Well, that says turn on. It might still be off. Alright, yeah, looks like it's still off. Nice. There we go. Gig complete. Now we just need to find a drop point, and there should be one probably pretty close. Yep. Deposit, let's see, you can sell. So you could go into, like, sell, right? And if I'm not mistaken, what you have is a data thing, which is this right here, I think, or... Oh, a legendary quick hack component? Nice. One of these I'm pretty sure is, like, what I need to actually turn in, but... There we go.
Thanks for the shard. Sure it'll come in handy. Gig closed.
And as I said, you can see that we just leveled up again. 1 attribute point and 2 perks. So doing these gigs and these side missions truly help you with your street cred so that you'll be better when you go, especially on very hard. I can't tell you how difficult it can be sometimes when you're going into specific missions that I just can't recommend enough for you to do exactly that. It looks like we have a legendary quick hack component. So if we do, that means we can literally go into our inventory. Let's see. Not in there. I'm not 100% sure exactly where it would... there's a quick access. Is it here? No, those are just the regular. So let me see what that is again. What is it? It says we have 10 of them. Components which are gathered to Demon and Breach Protocol and used to craft quick hacks. Gotcha. Still learning a lot about everything you see here. So also I need you guys to remember that we have the specific perk that allows us to automatically dismantle all of our junk. So we no longer have to, like, you know, sell it particular that way anymore. But yeah, we're pretty high on gear here. So why don't we go ahead and get rid of a few things again. Now, not only can you do this, like you see how this weapon is here, you can just sell it for 15. But that's not the only thing you can do. You can actually go into your inventory to wherever your weapons are. And let's say this one here, you can dismantle it instead of sell it. There you go. So you got uncommon items that you can pick up, and you can do specific, things with it. Now take a look at this. We actually leveled up. Because we leveled up, our Skippy Smart Pistol leveled up as well. The only thing that I'm not a fan about this Smart Pistol is you cannot put a silencer on it. So this Smart Pistol is really only going to be used in my walkthrough for situations in where stealth isn't an option and you just got to go in guns blazing. So we're going to be using it in a lot of the offline videos when I'm going around trying to, level up and stuff like that. But for a lot of the missions, you're probably not going to see this one. For the most part, we're going to do our best to just be regular stealthy, but I also want to show you guys the really cool gear. You can also check out this pistol that I have on my Let's Play. I definitely recommend that. We're going to be using that a lot in the Let's Play as well. But yeah, so a few more missions done, and we're just making our way up through the ranks, trying to get a little bit better and better. I think it's already time that we're going to be starting Automatic Love on the next video. So I think you guys will enjoy that. So we're going to be continue on with the main mission on the next part. That way you guys can get some of that main story. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that these missions, they go from one mission to the other. Sometimes it just goes directly into it. But just note that at any time you want, you can literally walk away from a mission. From what I've seen in my Let's Play, that you can walk away from a certain point in a mission and just walk away and then go and do something else. You don't have to stay right where you are, especially if you're out in the world and it says you need to walk to this location to start this next conversation. You can just walk away and do whatever you want. So with that being said, I'm going to make the videos to where they flow, but we don't want to do too many main missions without doing some side missions, because we want to continue to level up and make our gear as best as we can without going too far. I do know you can complete this game without actually completing the main story, which I'm interested to find out how that is even possible. But we just want to make sure that I show you as much as possible. So I'm probably not going to show you necessarily every gig, but we're definitely going to be showing at least every side mission, as well as every main mission and all of the minor side missions. As I mentioned previously, not only is there main missions, but there's also side missions and then lower side missions. So what you just saw, the first one you saw was a minor side mission, the one that was like up here, and then the one we just did was a gig. Well, those don't even get counted on the map here for side jobs. So remember, it's the ones that start out with find out what's here, you'll never know, undiscovered kind of things. Like here, side job, right? You don't know what it is, it just says side job. It says it won't make any headlines, major headlines or whatever. That's how you know when these are the smaller side missions. And then the ones that fill up like that, you see how it's like got the yellow in it with the black exclamation as opposed to the black with the yellow? That's a perfect example right there. That's the lower tiered side mission, and that's the higher tiered side mission. Does that make sense? Because Full on the Hill is a side mission collecting the graffiti, the tarot graffiti in the city. So hopefully I explained myself and it wasn't too boring. I just want to really get those out there so that we can focus on doing the missions and getting the side stuff done. I'm explaining to you the stuff now so that when we actually really get into the nit and gritty of the game, we can move with haste and I don't have to feel that I need to explain anything else to you. It's a very complicated game once you get into it. There's a lot of nuance to it as well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the walkthrough. Thanks again so much for watching, and of course on the next mission we'll see you for Automatic Love.